So Alma, it's fairly common for Americans to come to the UK, but from a tax perspective, what do they need to think about?
Well, before they come to the UK, they need to think about their residency status when they arrive, and the residency is determined based on their UK days in the tax year. So the UK tax year runs from the 6th April to 5th April, which is obviously very different from the US tax year, which is on a calendar year basis.
So if someone is coming here for a long time and presumably becoming UK tax resident, they may have a whole lifetime of kind of investments and earnings and accounts in the US. How should they approach that and what do they need to think about?
Yes, so they really need to look at their bank accounts before they arrive and see what those bank accounts contain. Depending on what's involved there, you might have clean capital, which will be tax-free, or you might want to restructure your bank accounts to make it compatible with UK taxes.
And what about some of their investment accounts or savings that they might have? What do we need to think about there?
Yes, you should also review your investments, whether you've got offshore funds that might not be HMRC approved, whether you're involved with an entity like an LLC or a trust. Some of these types of structurings and entities or investments might not be compatible with UK taxes, so it's best to have a discussion before you arrive in case it brings that into the UK tax net.
And obviously those, not only being an individual problem, but their entities themselves may have additional reporting requirements if they happen to have key people in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. So for example, with a trust, you want to be thinking about the settlor, the beneficiary, the trustee, if any of those people are in the UK, that could ultimately change the structure of the trust.
So if you're a UK resident as an American, what are key dates you need to think about?
Yep, so the UK tax year, as I said, is from 6th April to 5th April. The tax returns are due on 31st of January. However, if you've just arrived in the UK and you haven't registered for UK taxes before, you need to file with HMRC to get a unique tax reference. Once you get that unique tax reference, you've got 3 months from that date to file your UK tax return.
So a lot of advice needed before arriving, as well as tax return filings afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.